Hi everybody, this is Harmony with Harmony Stitches and welcome to my channel. Here we talk about my crafting journey, which usually revolves around cross stitch and there's knitting and crochet thrown in. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that takes their time out of their day to watch my videos and to see what I've been up to. As always, with any content creator that you like, go ahead and click that submit button. If you find some inspiration for your crafting journey here on my channel, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell and choose all notifications so that way every time that I post a video, you'll be notified and you won't miss a thing. So today, let's go ahead and get started. We'll talk about the projects that I've been working on this week, and then I do have a couple of purchases. And then we'll talk a little bit about plans / life update, because I think at this point they kind of mix together. And I think you'll kind of catch on to that as the discussion today goes on. So where was I at last week? Last week I had a little project called the Love Monster from the what was it? I'll link it below because I forgot. I think I know what it is, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. So I'm going to link it below. This is a Facebook group that's it's free to join the Facebook group and it's free to join the challenges, but then she does have a member subscription to do other things as well. So every month she releases a free pattern for you to stitch as part of the challenge. And last week I was almost finished and here is the completed project. This is Love Monster, and I did use the called for colors and 14 count white Aida. And part of the challenge was a stitch a heart, stitch with pink, and backstitch or stitch in pink for a half an hour and backstitch for a half an hour. And so this one completed all of those because it actually has 2 hearts. And it definitely took me at least a half an hour to backstitch, and I definitely stitched for a half an hour with pink. So this is going in, I actually have like one of the project bags I'm collecting all my cross stitch finishes in. If I don't get them ready for display, they're going to go in there. That way when I do my recap video, it'll be really easy for me to find. So I did say that once I got that one done, because that was technically my new start for the week, I was going to work on the crochet blanket. I did not. I just didn't. I was kind of off this week. So instead, I started a freebie that I had in my stash on my phone. I do not have a cover photo. I only have the chart, but I am halfway done. So this is on 14 count Aida as well. It's just a little postage stamp, 37 by 37, I think. And it says sending thanks. It has 2 birds. And then this is on a banner that they're carrying. I am stitching this with DMC 3812. Like I said, on the 14 count white Aida. The reason why I started this, I had a thank you note to send. I still may send it. Maybe I'll finish this afternoon. I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep it for future purpose. But one of the challenges in the free cross stitch group was to send a stitch card to a loved one. Well, the person that I was planning on sending this to wasn't technically a loved one, but I figured it would, it would count. But I think I've decided to not send this. So I think I will just go ahead and keep it and send it to a loved one later, whether it's part of the challenge or not. It's fine. So I might work on that this week. I might not. It just depends on what's going on. Next was my whip spin for the week, and I landed on, by accident, Halloween Rules, because on the decisions wheel app that I have, you have the choice to hide the slice. You spin it and then you get your result and you can hide the slice. That way it doesn't come back up until you reset the wheel. And I've been doing that so that way I try to get my hands on everything, and I forgot to hide the slice. So when I spun it again, it came up on Halloween Rules. So I guess I was supposed to get work done on this, and I did not. So I did some. So let's see, what did I do? I finished the white on the ghost. I know I did that. I finished the white on the potion bottle. And I believe I put in the tail for the cat. And that's it. My whole plan of getting 2 blocks completed and possibly getting the white done on the 2 blocks from last time was completely shot. I did not work on this on Tuesday or Friday on my lunch, and then the other days that I did work on it, I got very minimal done. As you can see, I did most of the ghost and the cattail at home on Sunday night. So I didn't even have this at work with me, or I mean, I got most of the work done here at home, not even at work on my lunch break. So it was a weird week. Very different to say the least. Okay, so then my new start this week, I started this morning. The pattern came out yesterday, and it was a stitch along that I had purchased a couple of weeks ago, and it's by Stitching Book Club, hosted by Sapphire Mountain, and this one is Chronicles of Narnia. And so it has to do with Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And I really wanted this. And I can't remember if I told you all the story, that there was only so many that she could do per the C.S. Lewis Foundation. But then they let her up it to 1,500. So you had a good chance of getting it. But I didn't know how big her following was. So I went ahead and set an alarm on my phone and bought it right away. So the first part came out on February 12th. And I didn't have a chance to start it yesterday. I went to the stitching event at Stitchin' Time in Saginaw. They always have, you know, the big football party that is today. They usually have an event at their store. So I went there and hung out for a while. And then by the time I got home and got lunch and everything, I was done for the rest of the day. Not that I was tired or anything, but I had no motivation to do anything. So I started this morning. I am stitching it on 28 count white Aida, or not white Aida, white Monaco. She suggested that you use 14 count opalescent white Aida, and I was going to, and I forgot to even see if Stitchin' Time had some. So I'm like, well, I have the white Monaco, so I'll just do that. So here is my progress so far. I do have the top border done. It's 2 bands of 1 stitch. And then I started working on the words that say the Chronicles of. I think it says the Chronicles of, and then down in bigger letters it says Narnia. And then underneath of that, in back stitching, it will say the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I believe that there was a picture that I could share. So if so, I will put it here and you can see. So far in part 1, these are the colors that are being used. Some blues, greens, purples, and golds. And there are, I think, 8 more colors to be added in on part 2 and 3. So that'll be pretty interesting. There's only 3 parts to this. So once I get done, even though this is my new start for this week, once this gets done, which shouldn't take an awful long time, then I will set it aside until the next part comes out, and then it will be, quote, my new start for that week as well. And then because I want to just follow along and get this done. And since it's a new part, it's technically a new start, right? We can make our own rules here. So that is actually all I got. Oh, Lady of the Flag, I'm so sorry. I forgot to show you. I did not bring the threads up here because they're the same threads that I've shown in the past. I got behind on this as well because of the schedule. I actually picked up a coworker one day, so I had to leave early to go get her before work and all. But I figured this morning I was about 415 stitches behind for the Michigan Cross Stitch Challenge, which is this month. We're traveling to Sacramento, so I need to stitch 2,299 stitches. I was behind by 415 at the start of this morning. Now I'm only behind 186. So that's not that bad, and I know that I can catch that up. I may work on, you know, instead of working on that sending thanks card, I'll probably work on this again because of what I'll tell next. So here's my progress on Lady of the Flag. I know that I wanted to, I said I wanted to stitch on the flag part, but I just wasn't ready because I like to stitch from right to left. I needed to get in a lot more of the dress before I got started with the flag. There's a lot of color changes in the flag, and I just wasn't ready. But this morning, I got all of this done. So I got this part of her dress done, and then this week I was working here. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but I've gotten a lot of stitches in this week on this, even despite being behind. So the Lady of the Flag is being stitched on 30 count linen. It's called We the People. It has the Constitution printed on the fabric. And so I'm stitching it on 30 count linen from the Primitive Hare. It is called We the People. Most of if your LNS shops work with the Primitive Hare, they can order it in for you. So check there. I do know that the Stitch in Time in Saginaw did have one on order, but it was on back order. So you could call and get your name put on that one if you'd like. And lots of things are stitched on this. If you go to the Primitive Hare's Etsy shop, you can see all of the things that she prints or stitches on that, and it's really pretty. She has another one called Anne Boleyn, and that one is a letter that Anne wrote while she was in prison or being held captive, you know, during her great marriage with Henry VIII. So just check it out, because you don't just have to stitch Lady of the Flag on that. I think on the We the People, someone, if not the Primitive Hare, someone else may have stitched the Betsy Ross's flag on it. That one is on my wish list, and my LNS has it somewhere in stock. She told me yesterday when I was in there. It's just I don't have enough hands to stitch everything that I already have. So, and then I have a kind of a down week like I did this last week, and then it kind of makes me feel like I really shouldn't buy anything else. But it's okay. I didn't buy this Chronicles of Narnia one was purchased several weeks ago, so I don't feel bad about that one. I told you last week that I didn't have any purchases, and that was a fib. I just forgot it downstairs. Well, I didn't fib on purpose. I forgot it downstairs, so then when I was sitting up here, I forgot about it. I went ahead and bought a cone of DMC 310, so I will never run out of DMC 310 again. So I took the advice from, I believe it was Colleen, who commented on a couple videos ago and said, get it from Joann's with your 40% off coupon, and it'll be good. So what I did is I did use my 40% off coupon because there was one for online, and I also had a gift card. So for me, gift cards are free money, especially if I did not buy the gift card. It was given to me for Christmas. I still had a balance on it. So I used my gift card and I got this because I really didn't know what else to buy from Joann's anyway. So the cone was a perfect choice. So thank you, Colleen, or if it wasn't Colleen, I apologize. Thank you to whoever recommended that. I did buy, yesterday, I bought the flosses for Chronicles of Narnia. Okay, so then my husband bought me this sign from Meijer. It's a local department store in, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana area. It was $4. So we got that. I figured I could put something smaller down here, even if it covers up the entire area, then the banner that says love will hang over it. Thought that would be really cute. Sorry, this one is from Dollar General. It's $4. This one was from Meijer. He said that he could easily paint this in just a few minutes. He said that he has some red spray paint. So I'm gonna let him do that. I found the one that looked the best. This one piece is a little rough, but this was on sale for $5.24 at Meijer. The heart one, the Love is Sweet one, came from Dollar General. So they're both about the same price. My husband can paint that one. He bought me both of those, actually. Okay, so plans / life update. I don't think that I can really make plans and this is why. Usually what happens is I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get ready for work. I get ready and then I have some extra time to sit and chill before I have to leave. Even on the days that I have to take my daughter and drop her off at college, I still have almost an hour to sit and relax. This week will be the last week for that because I got a new job. It's not 100% official yet. Tomorrow on Valentine's Day, there's a board meeting and I have to be approved by the board, but that's usually a formality. So we've already started all of the onboarding process. And so on February 21st, I will be starting a new job. I will know, if I have any time at all to stitch in the morning, it may be 15 minutes. So my time will be cut down greatly. I still will be able to stitch on lunch, but the way that my lunch break is structured now versus the way that my lunch break will be structured at my new job might be a little bit different. So I might not have a lot of time then either. But here's the good news. I think I might be getting home an hour and 15 minutes early most days. So that will be fun. So I'll be able to come home and help with chores and then have dinner and sit down and start stitching. I'm hoping that it will help with some of my fatigue from being up so early and then being go all, most of the day, since I'll be able to get to work earlier and get home earlier. That's a theory. We'll see if it actually happens that way. But I am super excited to have this opportunity for a new position, but I am also happy to have some extra time with my family. There are 4 times each month where I have to work after hours, but that's okay too. And I know that this probably sounds pretty vague, but I will tell you all the details once it is formalized after tomorrow's board meeting. He said that my future new boss said that he doesn't think that I need to be at the board meeting, but I told him if he changed his mind that I would certainly attend. So I'm really excited, but I don't know how my plans are going to work out. So this week, I do have some business things to take care of on some of my lunch breaks, so I won't be getting a lot of stitching done on my lunch. Plus, on Friday, me and my 2 girls at work are having lunch together, so there goes another day. But I think it's going to be, I'm saying a lot because I'm kind of, trying to bring this to words. It will be a bittersweet week. So there. So I'm not necessarily making any plans, but I hope to get a lot of stitching done. And you know what? I just realized that I did not do the whip spin for this week. And you know what? I think that's going to be okay too. Let me just work on Lady of the Flag and Chronicles of Narnia, see how far I get. And then next week, when I start my new job, maybe we'll see what happens, and because I don't know how much time I'm going to have. So this week, I'll stitch on Lady of the Flag, get her caught up, stitch on Chronicles of Narnia, see if I can get part 1 done, and then I'll pick up a whip if I get done early. Hopefully that baby blanket. Hopefully, pray for motivation for me to get that baby blanket up in my hands and get some of it done. I really want to get that to her and then get this hat started for my friend from church. So many things going on. So I'm sorry that I was vague. I will tell all the details next week. It'll be super fun, super exciting. I hope that you all are getting some crafty time in, and I hope that you found some inspiration here. If you want to chat about your projects in the comments, please do so. But remember, don't post links, just post the pattern name and the designer. I'll go look it up from there. If you post a link with your comment, YouTube flags it as spam and I won't even be able to see it. So, okay, so have a great week. I'll see you next Sunday with more details. Bye.